I started sketching this spaceship with its different rooms and interior, and I really enjoyed it. So now I'm going to try and make it into a 1/35 scale cutaway miniature / diorama, starting with the cockpit. I start off by repurposing parts from a military vehicle kit I'm not planning to assemble anyway. I like the textured floor and the seats, so I'm using those. Kitbashing is just trying to find pieces that look good and using them to make what you want to make. In addition to the parts in the kit, I use styrene, here to make the 70s sausage type lounge chair inspired by Michael Boyer. Most of the time spent on this project was in Blender, 3D modeling custom parts, like this headrest that's heavily inspired by the seats in the Millennium Falcon. This isn't really a 3D modeling channel, so I didn't record any of that, but this is only the first video in this spaceship series, and I most definitely am going to do more 3D modeling for future episodes. So if you want to see the 3D modeling, I might include that in the future videos. Let me know in the comments. So all of this styrene work took a few hours, but this was the time of the project I really felt I needed a better planned sketch of what I was actually building. So I drew up this side and top view of pretty much the whole ship. And a new sketch doesn't fit with what I've made so far, so I had to start over. A bit of a bummer, but I'm really glad I decided to do this now. My thinking around the 3D printed parts is, if I can't make it by hand, I'll 3D model and print it out. And at this scale, some delicate work really needs a level of precision that I'm just unable to reach by hand. All of these 3D models are available for free for paid members on my Patreon. When making a model from 3D references, you see what works and what doesn't. And now that the cockpit fits the sketch, it's clear that it's too narrow. So I'm going away from the original sketch and extending it with a spacer. I could go with a simple styrene spacer, but I was already in Blender and the printer was running, so I might as well just make use of it to pack as much detail into boring areas of the model as possible. Most of the parts and stuff I'm adding don't really make sense, but I want this Star Wars-ish aesthetic to my spaceship, because I like it and it's a lot more fun to paint. Since this is a cutaway build, I'm only making about 2/3 of the width of the spaceship. That's why you only see part of the door opening. Next is painting. Many spaceships are cold and grey, but I want to lean more into the warmer, more colorful types, so I first prime it in warm brown, then a creamy color. Looking cool. Without any hesitation, I start adding color. You hear people say you have to trust the process, but to be honest, I don't trust this process, so I start over. I don't cover the previous painting steps completely, but I don't think that's going to matter. I'm not 100% sure about this color scheme either, but it's better, I think. Though I need a better dark brown because this has awful coverage. Now let's see if this color scheme comes together after an enamel wash. Oh yes. It looks more unified now, but a bit flat. To give it a sharper look with more depth, I apply a black pin wash to the deepest recesses and around small details. Once the pin wash dries, I bring out those small details with a white highlight. These very subtle highlights on the wires make a really big difference, I think. Very enjoyable. I imagine these green boxes are some sort of sensors or signal boosters or something. I don't know. The toggle switches, levers and buttons on the computers and panels are painstakingly highlighted as well. But come on, look at the transformation it made. For the computer screens, I designed some small screens and print them out on gloss photo paper. Cut them out and glue them in place with white glue. I want a bit more color, so red and green buttons it is. The window frames need windows, and I 3D modeled grooves for the plastic windows to go into. They are cut out from a blister pack and glued in place with wood glue. Despite the bad coverage, the dark brown computers turn out super retro, so I want that all glass screens look and add UV resin to them. The chair is painted with the same techniques and washes as the rest of the cockpit to make it fit. Now, let's glue it all together and see what we end up with. I'm super happy with this. I really like the colors and the overall look, and I can't wait to start on part 2 in this series. Please consider subscribing to the channel to follow me along as I tackle more rooms in the videos to come. In the next video, I'm making the hallway/chute between the cockpit and the kitchen area, which is going to be interesting. So there you have it, people. The first part of my 1/35th scale spaceship cutaway miniature diorama thing. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Until next time, goodbye.